Heads up, this podcast more than likely contains strong language, tongue-in-cheek humor, and suggestive remarks.
Hello, and welcome to the Hyper Podcast, where two likable people who like talking talk to people they like about the things that the people they like to see if we could like it too. I'm here with my very best friend Teddy.
Hello, and I'm here with my very best friend Anna and my dear friend from across the pond. We have our first Australian guest coming on. It's Cedar.
Hello, everyone. G'day from across the pond.
Good day, mate.
That's a great
It's
start,
early there for
starting
you,
with
isn't it? Because we're working on two separate days. We're still in the 14th. You're in the 15th.
Yeah, I'm from the future.
Damn. What's the lottery numbers, quick? Let me
4,
know.
5, 7, 7.
Man, I need a lottery win, you guys. I'm not even kidding.
I mean, don't we all?
What
would you spend it on?
That's what I was about to say. I wouldn't say tell anyone I got the lottery, but there would be signs, and there would be signs like everybody I cared about, you guys would get like 10k a check of like hush money. Tell nobody this is for you.
I mean, if you win the lottery, I'm expecting more than 10k. Wait, how much is the lottery these days? Like billions or millions?
I think we're at 113 million for the Euro Millions at the moment or something. I would check, but my phone locks me out. It's like, no betting. No. Past like 10 p.m. I'm like, okay, I guess that's fair. But I was talking about my nan.
Money can just be Jaffa cakes.
Oh god, I love Jaffa cakes. But no, I was saying to my nan that if I did win a shit ton of money, I'd buy people investments and give it to them, and I'd be like, you can withdraw this now and do what you want with the money, or you can keep it and let it keep growing. Like, I'd go to like a professional and be like, I want to set this kind of thing up.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, people don't have to come back and be like, I would like more money. And I can be like, well, no. I gave you what you deserve.
To our listeners, this episode is about financing.
Yep.
Yep.
Our sponsor for today. I'm going to stop being tight.
I think if we ever got a sponsor and it was a finance bro, I think that would be probably one of the weirdest collaborations.
Yeah, because hyperfixations aren't really conducive with saving your money, are they?
Well, no, not necessarily, unless your hyperfixation is save, you know?
That's true. I mean, you're quite good with your money. I think I'm shit.
I don't know about that.
Are you alright with your money, Cedar? Or do I dare ask how many figurines you've bought for?
I'm not even gonna specify how much I've spent on the collection that I have.
Oh my gosh!
What are these figurines?
D&D stuff.
D&D stuff,
which we can get into later. Exciting stuff. But actually, on the topic of board games, George, the man that you live with, has Root, doesn't he? Yeah,
he does have. Yes,
I've heard good things about Root, but I've never played it.
It's fun, but you have to be quite clever to be good at it, and that's not me. So I find it hard. It's a strategy game.
I was gonna ask, are we talking about the strategy game or are we talking about the role-playing game? Because there's two.
Well, we have played the role-playing game and we've played the board game. So we've played the board game, and I find it very hard. And we've played the the role-playing game, and it was way more fun, in my opinion, because it's just like role-playing games. They're always more fun.
Yeah, because the strategy game, you have to like collect things, right?
It's kind of like you each have like an animal faction. So it's set in a woodland. If you're playing like the standard one, it's set in a woodland, and each person has an animal faction. So some people are cats, some people are birds, some people are woodland animals. Then there's like a traveling kind of vagabond type creature, and I think the point of the game is to dominate the woodland. So you basically have to defeat other factions. That's the kind of point of it.
Oh, good. Medieval Europe.
Yeah, but each like faction has got a different skill set. So depending on which one you are, depends on how you play the game. So some of them are a lot harder than others. I always play the cat because they're supposedly the easiest, but I still always lose.
I'm still
And
confused.
yeah,
It
and
does
then
sound
there are other
confusing.
ones. Yeah, there are other ones that are like have got their whole own rule set that you need to learn before you can even play the game. So it's quite like high effort, I would say,
Ooh.
before you can even start.
Okay, maybe I
But
won't do that one. Maybe I'll just do the roleplay one.
I mean,
I
the
think
board game's not that bad. I've played it a couple of times. I've only really played the cats and the birds, but yeah, like
mm,
I've got really smart friends, and they just thrash me at it. So
yeah, me too. I don't have a good strategy brain, I don't think.
Yeah,
Like
I don't think it's intelligence. It is that like strategy, thinking about 7 steps ahead, having
yeah,
plans for whatever happens. I mean, I'm shit at Monopoly. I can't even do Monopoly. So anything more than
we are
that.
not talking about Monopoly. Not on this podcast. This is how we ruin friendships.
Yeah, well, our friendships need to stay intact. Do you remember, I don't know, Anna, do you remember how bad my brother used to be at family games?
he's a sore loser no matter what
He
the
would
game or
melt down.
yeah, he was a big crier, bless him.
And we tried to play. To be fair, he's very autistic. We both have the tism gene. But we would try, I think we played Try Monopoly 3 times and that was it. We had to give it up because as soon as someone took one of his properties, he'd have an absolute meltdown and crash out.
Yeah, I think my brother was the same. I actually quite like Monopoly, but I've not played it in like I don't even know, probably like 15 years, something like
It's
that.
been a while. I don't know if this counts, but I played it on the flight over to Australia once, and someone else in the plane whooped my ass.
Really?
Yeah, you can play with other people on the plane.
End up in the aisle. Like, who was it? Who was
Yeah,
it?
I'll start a fight on the plane before I even get there.
I didn't know you could do that. So like an
Yeah.
online version, but you're like linked up with someone, but they don't tell you who they are.
Yeah, but if nobody else is playing in the game on the plane, then it won't work. You can also play what is it, battleships with other people on the plane.
That's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the plane going back and forth, beating people in Monopoly and battleships.
Yeah, I think when I flew over with a mutual friend the first time, me and them played. Like we were like looking away. We had to hold our hands up and look away from each other while we were doing it. Not exactly an easy thing to play with someone right next to you, but some random person on the plane, it's easy.
I've got some great board game recommendations actually if you like board game Cedar, because I have like a whole kind of half of a wardrobe upstairs which is just board games.
I would be more than happy to take that list of suggestions. One of my best mates is actually a massive collector of board games. So I don't know if Teddy remembers, but when you came over last year, I think it was, there was that massive wall of board games, and it's
Yeah.
got quite.
Oh gosh, it was already massive.
Oh, that sounds good. That's just nice, isn't it? It's just wholesome fun. When you're not like fighting, arguing, and like trying to strangle each other, it's just good wholesome fun.
Hey, I like the fighting part as well.
Okay.
I'll always bring my board game hatchet every session.
Yeah,
Important. Important.
I'm actually hanging out with a friend tomorrow, and we're going to finish watching the Lord of the Rings trilogy because we got 2 films in. We need to finish the last one. And his girlfriend made a Guess Who board and replaced all of the people with Lord of the Rings characters.
Fun.
It is colossal because it's just the 3 of us there, and I've got like Gollum, and my friend across from me is like, would this person have unprotected sex or something? And I'm like, give it to us raw.
Oh my god.
It's
That
just
is just
unhinged.
the sort of unhinged questioning route that you would take as well.
Yeah, I mean, it got. I mean, we were drunk at that point as well, so oh gosh, I can't wait for tomorrow.
Are there enough Are there enough characters that are different looking enough?
Yeah, but I don't
to
know their
be-
names. I'm gonna be honest. I've
Yes.
seen Lord of the Rings so many times. I think I know like 5 people's names. That's it.
If we're including the Hobbit and all that, yes, there are.
No,
yeah.
so
it doesn't include the Hobbit. So it's
Oh.
I think for the classic
Oh, jeez.
Guess Who board game, it's like what 7x4 or something. But yeah, there's
God,
enough
that's a lot
characters.
of characters. They all sort of look
One
the
of them
same,
just like
don't they?
Sauron.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Does he look like an eye?
yeah. So we've got the main we've got our halflings, we've got like Legolas, Aragorn, Gimli, Boromir, Faramir, Gollum, Gandalf,
Yeah.
Galadriel, Saruman, who's the other one? The other elf man and his daughter.
Oh, Arwen,
Arwen
and Elrond.
and Elrond. They all have such
picked-
similar names, man. The
Yeah, and they
king.
all have like long hair, wrinkly men. Wrinkly, long-haired man. Is your character
Greasy
a
rat man.
long-haired? Yeah, greasy, wet, white man. Yes. Fuck. Then you can't put any down.
Like, ah, shit.
hmm
That's good. It's good fun.
Does he look over 1,000 years old?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I did say to my friend, because a friend of ours couldn't make it, we were going to start the trilogy over again. I said, "Why don't we do the Hobbit?" And he was like, "No, I hate the Hobbit." I was like, all right, shit, okay. So I don't know.
Hobbit was that bad?
I liked the Hobbit. It wasn't as
I love
fun.
the Hobbit. I'm a big Hobbit defender. Film 1, not film 2 and 3, but film 1, I'm a big defender. I've had this debate with the hot guy that I live with. He's not a Hobbit guy. I'm a Hobbit gal. I love that film. That's such a comfort movie to me.
Did we go and see it in cinema together?
I think we went to see number 3.
We did
possibly?
something. Sorry, Cedar, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's all good. I was gonna say, honestly, I enjoyed the Hobbit films. One of my favorite battles is the Battle of the Three Armies.
Mm.
5
Like,
armies.
seeing the dwarves and the elves work together was just really cool. Like,
It was all quite good. It lacked the same charm that the original Lord of the Rings had because it used more like CGI than the original did. They didn't.
true.
Yeah, and the original they went out and went hiking into like New Zealand. I don't think they did it for the Hobbit one. So it wasn't.
Yeah,
No, but you do get Martin Freeman though.
You do get
and that
Martin
is a big
Freeman.
plus. And the hot guy that plays Thorin, what's he called? Richard Armitage with the big nose.
Yeah,
oh
true.
my god,
Very true.
what a man!
It was good. It was good. It was sad, but it was good. And our friend writes really good gay fanfics about Bilbo and Thorin.
Yeah, still waiting for that update though. If you know, you know. Come on, you better be listening.
Yeah, you better
Write
be
that
listening.
update.
Give us more of the foot fetish, please and thank you.
Thank you, please and thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Send a copy of that to me, please. Thanks.
Yep.
Yeah,
Get them to
we'll
sign
put
it.
it in the episode notes. No, we won't. But that's a thought.
Oh, that would be funny. Another thing while we're on the topic of like Lord of the Rings and stuff.
Oh, okay.
LARPing. I want to go LARPing.
Oh yes.
That'd be so
LARPing.
dope.
So I've done a bit of LARPing in the past.
Jealous.
Classic like make your own character, run around, smack people with foam swords.
Yeah.
But I've also done like, I don't know what it is over in across the pond for you guys, but over here it's called Ironclad, which is you fully dress up in your armor and
Oh,
you just
wow.
bap the absolutely living hell out of each other with actual metal swords.
Damn.
Really?
So I got to do that a couple of times, and it was really funny because it's like the very classic. It's the Green Knight, and I would walk out and just like fight somebody.
That's so
And it's
fun.
usually, I'm gonna ruin the illusion for everybody. It's usually scripted,
Yeah.
but still an absolute blast of a time.
It sounds really fun, but it sounds like you have to really get over yourself to do it. Like you cannot be self-conscious.
Yeah,
if
you got to
you're
get in
gonna start.
character.
I mean,
Mm.
I don't think I could get past that barrier unless I was in like a full, completely transformative outfit, so I did not look like me at all. I don't think I could get over the self-consciousness.
Yeah, but you thought that about like doing voices and stuff, and then like you really gave it your all nowadays.
I wouldn't
Mm.
say I give it my all. I say I flirt with it sometimes when I'm in the mood, but not always.
I think we should drag
I
you
mean,
to a con, get you to dress up there.
yes, yes. But like, I think the main thing about LARP that I definitely had to get used to was like pretending that I'm someone I wasn't. So um, I remember playing a character called Scrongus the Barbarian, and it's basically just me but stupider.
Oh, fun.
Himbo
So
Cedar.
so so I just ask a lot of questions like, what does that mean? And like put a lower voice and just be like, what? That was a lot of fun.
You
But like,
cronkified yourself.
yeah, grogbified myself. Um, but like with the ironclad, you're wearing a helmet, so everybody can see the armor, but not you. And so you sort
Oh
of just
yeah.
have to like do a lot of arm movements, do a lot of like gesturing and everything, like
Oh
yell
yeah.
loudly.
That's a
That
vibe.
sounds great. Like that sounds perfect. Don't look at my face, but I
That's
will work
why
it now.
I could never do it because it's expensive. It's a lot of work. It looks hot and heavy. But fursuits appeal to me because nobody knows who's in them. I don't know. I've
Mm.
seen so many furries at con. No idea who they are. No idea what they look like. That sounds great. They don't have to talk to people either. They just gesture at things. That's great.
I saw
Clothes that I've done
some.
in the past usually have like my face covered, so like I've done Darth Vader with like the helmet so no one can really see my face. Like I've done either of you a fan of the Dark Souls series?
I know a bit about it.
I'm familiar.
Do you know the Abyss Watchers from Dark Souls 3?
Paint me a word
Vaguely.
picture.
The cone hat boys?
Yes.
Yeah, so I've done one of them in the past, and it was a lot of fun because no one could really see my face, so it's like very much that aura of like, who is this person? So
I
That's
think
good.
that's the secret to success, isn't it? Don't show your face.
An air of mystery. I mean, that's what we're doing here on this podcast. No one will ever know what we look like. That's also...
No one will.
actually, this is a very special episode. We're doing a face reveal now.
That's also what I'm doing with my VTuber. Nobody knows what I look like because I've got a VTuber now instead.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking like your VTuber, right?
Let's
just say hot.
I'm white-skinned, blue-eyed, and I used to have that hairstyle, but not anymore. And I don't have the massive titties anymore either. I got rid of those.
Yeah, I have those now.
Yeah, I gave them to Cedar instead. The
Yeah, I need to borrow them.
the donation went well. Okay, so we have had a little catch up, a little kiki, and we have dabbled a little bit on what we're going to talk about today, because today is a deviation from regular podcast organization. What's the word?
Scheduling. We're changing the schedule.
Yeah, and instead we're going to do a special where we yap about D&D for
Yeah.
an hour.
Yeah. First thing I would like to raise is I've never heard you say the phrase kiki.
Kiki, a little ha-ha.
I thought kiki was like a slang word for your business, for your bits and bobs.
I thought having a little kiki is like having a little laugh.
Is it?
Cheeky.
Are we sure? Because I thought it meant
Maybe it
something
does.
else.
I don't know, but it's stuck in my vocabulary now.
Well, let's rebrand it for Little Chat because that's cuter.
I like it.
Kiki.
A kiki is a lively social gathering for friends to gossip, kick back, and share stories.
You know they look that up.
Yeah. I can't envision that as much, but I feel like having a little chat with friends is a little bit of a kiki. Only a little bit.
That sounds fine. Just wanted to raise that in case
Had
it
me
was a
thinking I
naughty
was being... yeah, you had me thinking I was saying something naughty. Like I was having a moment.
I thought it was naughty, and I can never tell with you whether you're going to be naughty or not until you've actually said it.
That's very true. That we've had to bleep out a few things.
Yeah.
We've got a very special episode, which is just us saying very, very heinous words.
Yeah. That's next week.
Drops a slur on live. No.
20 slurs and how to say them.
Oh god.
I want to talk about D&D. Firstly, I want to talk about Cedar. What is your favorite? Who is your favorite D&D character that you've ever played, and why? Please, thank you very much.
So I'm not usually a player. I'm a DM. I'm what they
Mm.
call in the business a forever DM. So I
Forever.
haven't been able to play my characters very much except for like NPCs.
Mhm.
But if I had to go with my favorite character, it would probably be my first ever character known as Kiru Blackwater, who was a
Sounds hot.
tiefling paladin of the Morning Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So his whole thing was a vengeance paladin. So he was very like angry and usually would do quite horrible things, but also generally had that like nicer side to him. And the idea that I had for him was just if he was me but a better person. Um, and he's
Okay.
been my favorite for years.
I'm seeing a
If he
running
was you,
theme here with your characters. What if it was me, but
what
Sort
does
of
that
like
say about you? Does that say that you like your own personality or you don't like your own personality?
ooh,
that. That's an interesting question. I like my own personality. I like who I am, but I generally do strive to be a better person. And so when I'm trying to do like good or trying to do better, I usually think to Kiru, my D&D character, and go like, what would he do? What would he like
Ah,
try to do better in this situation?
it's like one of those. Do you remember
hmm.
those "What would Jesus do" bracelets from like the early
Oh
2000s?
gods.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, but yours is different. Wow, that was cool to know about. Um,
So yeah, like he's been my favorite for years, but unfortunately I have recently killed him off in
no,
one of my campaigns because I felt it's time to retire the character, and one of my party members is quite upset about that because he was kind of the adopted father of hers.
oh no.
Yes, I heard about this through the
This is
grapevine.
this is like that kill your darlings thing, right? Where you make something that's too good. Something's too good for
And
the
you have to
world
kill
and it
it.
needs to just go.
Didn't you kill
Yeah.
the adopted dad and then also kill the adopted mother recently?
Yes.
Oh
So
my god,
we
you're a wrecker.
this this was over the course of two campaigns. So this was over a course of a year and a half. Um, I'm sure a lot of people have heard of the game Curse of Strahd, which
Yeah, we've
is
played that.
probably one of my favorite modules, mainly because you can change it up a lot, and so I did. And one of the NPCs that turned up was Kiru Blackwater to help the party escort Irina from the town of Barovia to Kresik.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so I also introduced another character known as Esmeralda, who I did a little bit differently. She is a vampire hunter, the inventor of the firearm within my world, and basically kind of had a thing for Kiru because she was romanceable, but no one really went there. So I got, did the classic shipping of my own characters.
Yeah, nice.
If they won't
Um,
do it, I will.
I like that. I like that a lot.
exactly. So Kiru sacrificed himself to protect the party from Strahd and his forces by pulling a belt of explosives and taking his minions or Strahd's minions and himself out in a big way. Um,
Mm.
A big kaboom.
and Esmeralda continued to get older and live her life until we started a new campaign known as Icewind Dale. We had two players who were playing the children of their first characters, and
Mm.
Esmeralda turned up and sacrificed herself to save her grandkids.
Wow.
So
I
there
love
you
that
go.
continuity. That is so satisfying.
Mm.
Yeah, I do try to keep a lot of things in within the same world. Like there's miles and miles apart, but characters will pop up now and again. And it generally gives my players a lot more of that connection to the world. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
The world grows as they do almost a little bit.
exactly.
I like that. That's really
It's a
cool.
big vibe. I mean, Anna and I have never DM'd, so we don't have that perspective. We have only been along for the journey.
Mhm.
Mm.
And I think actually, Anna, you've probably played more D&D games now than I have.
Possibly. I've played Curse of Strahd. I've played a lot of characters. My very first character, who is my icon on Discord, was called Moira. She's a little rogue. We had a lot of fun together for, I think it was 3 years, that campaign.
3 or 4,
And
yeah.
it was long. It was a long one.
To be fair, it was like over COVID, wasn't it? So
yeah, it was. And then in Curse of Strahd, I played a warforged called Pelham, who was an artificer, and he was like based off of like a dapper Victorian gentleman, and he was really fun to play because it was like he was learning how to have more like human feelings over time. So he starts off really like stiff and stubborn,
you
and
soften him up.
yeah, and then by the end he's got like a family and he's made friends and he knows who he is
Aw.
and who he wants to be, and it was very wholesome. And yeah, I loved playing a character like that because he was just such a sweet little guy.
There's a nice little vibe for you too. I mean, we've also done like lots of one-shots with Sam, who's usually our DM, haven't we?
Yep, that's true. That's true. Although I don't think any of my characters in a one shot have been any like good. Like, I don't really.
Who was the werewolf dude you had? He was fun.
I had a really hippie werewolf called Cat who was based off of a character from a book that I read as a teenager called oh my god, what is that book called? The Vampire's Assistant, Darren Shan. Oh my god, so good. Basically, the whole concept was that I was gonna have this like vegan werewolf who was like trying to convert his other werewolves to stop eating meat, and but he didn't do a very good job of it, so he turned into a wolf. He turned into a wolf, and he wouldn't like
Blow,
he's
fuck
suddenly
this.
lost all yeah his veganism, but when he was a person, he was very much like your typical like stoner hippie, and he was fun.
It's actually really interesting that you bring up werewolves and Warforged because I've run Curse of Strahd about 4 times,
Wow.
and for 2 of them I had Warforged players,
Mm-hmm.
and we are currently, me and some of my friends, going through a campaign as of the moment, which is a follow-up to Curse of Strahd called Curse of Camilla,
Mm-hmm.
which is very, Camilla from Castlevania-esque vibes. We've
Hmm.
got a lovely blonde man known as Alucard turning up at some point. Um, but we also have a Warforged in that campaign who is a stained glass window, and I'm going to get one of my mates, the one that collects board games, to appear as his characters from his Curse of Strahd game called
Cool.
Lockstep and Canvas, who are both Warforged.
Cool. That's so cool.
Warforged army incoming.
Exactly. How do you
I
take down a vampire? Send robots.
Mm-hmm. I
Robots
love Wolf.
versus vampire. That'd be an interesting film.
I
What?
actually have a couple of questions for you two, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure. Hit us with it.
What is your favorite race to play in D&D?
I already know mine.
Yeah, you go
Tiefling.
Yeah.
Tiefling.
I am also a big Tiefling fan. They're probably one of my favorite races to play in the game, mainly because you can customize them however you wish.
Yeah, that's so fun. My first character was a tiefling. Her name was Corvid.
I remember Corvid. What a sweetheart.
She was such a sassy bitch.
My
What
favorite
is your
race-
favorite race?
Hmm.
Sorry, no, what is your favorite class?
Anna, give me your race first, and then we'll both do class.
Yeah, sorry.
It's alright. Getting ahead of yourself.
What is my favorite race? I don't know. I loved playing a Warforged, just because it was like it was just really good fun. And I was playing that video game, Detroit Become Human, and it
Oh,
was
you and fucking Detroit Become Human.
Connor.
yeah,
fuck you
exactly.
do?
I was feeling, I was just really inspired by it. But I also played my first one, Moira, was a halfling, and I really enjoyed that. So I'm gonna go with Warforged, I think, on this occasion.
Warforged
Yeah.
has grown on you.
Yeah.
I don't think I really have a favorite class. I don't like spellcasting at all.
Yeah.
Not keen. But I guess Ranger probably, which was what Corvid was as a Ranger.
Okay.
I'm all about Rogue. Rogue was my first one, and every one I've played since, I have missed being a rogue. So I think Rogue.
Got a Vex and Vax in the party here.
No, yeah, I think Ranger, because Kieran was a half-orc Dampire sorcerer, and I hated that. He was fun to roleplay, but I did not care for the fighting aspect of it. I did play a Harangon monk for one of our one-shots. That was fun. Monk was really fucking fun.
I love that you pronounce it monk.
Was it not monk?
Do you mean just monk?
Yeah.
You saying monk or monk?
Monk.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, monk? Monk,
I've always said monk.
Can you get me some milk?
Give him the monk, Josh!
It's a monk. Come on now. It's got to be monk.
Is it monk or monk?
I think it's monk, but I can't remember what's real
Monk.
anymore.
Monk.
But, like, monkey?
Yeah.
Like
I thought monk was like, I don't know. I played that.
We've learned something new about you today, and that's that you think monk is monk.
No, you've always known that I don't pronounce words right. I'm always getting someone on my right. Okay, listen, I've got beef about this. Right, okay. Gillian's chocolates. I got gaslit by people saying it's Gillian's. It's Gillian's. I looked it up. It's Gillian's. Go fuck yourself, Nan.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
You bitch.
We've upset her.
Yeah, it is Gillian's. So, but yeah, I do pronounce things wrong all the time, and I always get corrected. And someone's like, "What are you saying?" And I'm like, "I'm saying this." And they're like, "That's not how you pronounce that." And I'm like, "Okay, I've only read that word. I've never heard it or something like that. I have heard monk before, but I don't know."
Okay. Well, that was a nice little lesson in anger management from Teddy.
They're my favourite chocolates. I don't fuck around when it comes to my favourite Belgian seashell chocolates.
Mm-hmm. Not sponsored, but if you did want to sponsor us, please do.
Please do.
Please send us chocolate.
Pay me in seashells.
Pay me.
I also quite liked Half Elf. Now I'm thinking about it. But I agree that I thought Sorcerer was dog shit. The reason being I'm not very smart with spells and no, sorry. I mean Wizard. I thought Wizard was horse shit, and then I switched to Sorcerer halfway through my campaign and called it a midlife crisis for my character.
I don't know. I do okay with like the Ranger does have a spellcasting aspect. I'm fine with that. I'd probably be fine with Bard. I was fine with what role did I play for your little campaign, Cedar? It was like a artificer. I was fine with artificer, but sorcerer was just way too spell heavy. I didn't like that I couldn't hit something for physical damage. I'd have to like, and then if I ran out of spell slots, all I had was like my little staff to whack someone with for like 1d8 of damage. I was like, this is dog shit.
Swear we love the concept of multiclassing.
Yeah, but it is a lot more fun to play spellcasting roles in Baldur's Gate where they calculate everything for you, and I don't have to look at shit. I just have to go. I just have to go fireball.
Mind you, Baldur's Gate. The loving thing of like Baldur's Gate, Critical Role, and like Stranger Things has popularized D&D quite a lot. The problem with Baldur's Gate is a lot of players like, oh, but I can do it in Baldur's Gate. I'm like, well, D&D and Baldur's Gate aren't the same.
No. Baldur's Gate is meant to be like played, but like it is again, it's like it's a set campaign. If you want to like play it for real, you gotta go and do it with your friends. It should inspire you to go and do it with your friends. I played just so that I could play as Astarion and go wild, but
Well, that's going to be my next question. Who did you romance in Baldur's Gate?
Oh dear, I don't want to answer this one.
I've romanced
Come on.
everyone. There was nobody safe from me.
Who was your first?
I
Who was
was,
your first?
I was fucking everybody in that camp.
Not the bear. Not the bear.
I was fucking the bear. I think
No.
if I didn't get very far in Baldur's Gate before the end got spoiled for me, and so I stopped playing. I need to do it. I need to finish it. When I do a full playthrough, I'll probably romance Karlach.
Karlach? Great choice.
Did you romance Gale, Anna?
I don't want to talk about it.
Did
Who
you-
did you
You
romance?
romance Gale?
I don't want to talk about it. I'll tell you what. This is what happened. Okay.
Gale's so
And-
easy to romance.
Hey, I'm Gale.
This is what happened, and this is God's honest truth, right? So what happened was, you know that scene where everyone is kind of waiting around in the camp for you, and then you go and pick one to shag.
Yeah.
It's like early on in the game.
Yeah.
I did not
Like,
know.
background.
I did not know that is what that scene was about. So I just thought people were chatting to me. I didn't realize the connotations. There was a cutscene implication. So I started talking to Gale. Oh God, I
know
don't like
exactly
Gale.
what you're talking about.
Oh my god. Gale's so easy to romance. He literally, like, I think I got to, like, the abandoned village right outside of the Tiefling camp, and he was like, I love you. I was like, whoa, buddy. Whoa.
He'll bust it
I'm
wide
just my
open.
ex, but I love you.
Yeah.
He's busting it wide open if you've never spoken to him before, and that's why I didn't like Gale. So basically, what I'm saying is I had to restart my save file
Oh,
so as
no.
to not get Gale, but it took me like an hour.
You can just break up with him and fuck someone else. You don't have to commit.
I know, but I couldn't do that either. Anyway, the long and short of it is I went with Halsin in the end, and I think that's telling of my character.
It's
and I
very
don't think
telling.
You need to know anything more about me other than that.
I
So,
don't
like
like.
100% improvement.
Yeah, I don't like that with Halsin. You can be with Astarion and Halsin, or Shadowheart and Halsin, but I can't have all three. Why? This is rude.
I think
Because-
also he gets introduced too late in the game. I want him from the start.
I like
Please.
Minthara, to be honest. I prefer Minthara over Halsin.
Mm.
Who did you romance, Cedar?
I went for the love-hate relationship of Shadowheart and Lae'zel.
Ooh.
So I was like, I saw Shadowheart and I'm like, damn, goth elf,
Goth mummy.
wife queen.
Yeah.
And then Lae'zel was just like, hey, take your clothes off. And I'm like,
Yeah,
wait,
Lae'zel was
what?
the female gal.
Yeah, take your clothes off. And
Really?
I'm like, whoa, okay, hold on. And then like it happened again. I'm like, fuck it, why not both? And so I tried to get both, but then they tried to kill each other.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
Lae'zel, that's how you woo her, isn't it? You have to like best her in a fight.
Yeah, she just every
Oh,
time
I-
you're aggressive, she's really turned on by it. So she was another one who propositioned me, and I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize because I kept telling her off, basically. She's like, oh, toughlings. And I'm like, they're tieflings. And she's like, oh, okay. And for whatever reason, that got her in the mood.
She likes people who
I
stand
did
up for
try-
herself.
I tried with Astarians. I think Astarion was my first shag, and then after I realized how high effort it is to win him over, I was like, sack that off, and then I just waited until Halsin appeared, and then
Anna was like, traumatized men? No, I can't be bothered
Well,
to fix him.
normally-
Shane damaged you.
normally yes, traumatized men, but then our previous podcast feature told me how hard it was to get him, and also how you have to like, well, they were looking up all the like dialogue options that you needed to click, and I just thought, fuck
I'm gonna be
that.
honest, I don't know what Em was talking about. Astarion's so easy. You just have to show him basic compassion, and he doesn't know how to respond. And then you've got him.
Halsin is
Turn
just
himself into a vampire to avoid therapy.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can turn into like his what's it called?
Thrall.
Not yeah, I was gonna say Thor.
His Thor.
His Thrall. I would have been
No.
so down bad for that, but I didn't do it because
No,
I
'cause-
saw Daddy Bear and I thought, Earth.
You could have had both. You could have had Halsin and Astarion.
And I may well still. I've not finished it yet.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you can make Astarion either. Basically, you can finished the ritual and like, but he doesn't have a soul after that. Like he loses his soul. That's why he becomes evil, because he's soulless.
Yeah, I don't want that for him.
No, he can heal in other ways. It's fine. Like in my pussy, you know.
Damn, say it louder for people in the back.
Moving on. I noticed that you guys both said you haven't DM'd, and that's completely understandable because as a DM, it is very difficult. I've been DMing for 5 years. But I'm going to ask you guys another question. What is your favorite setting? Like, is it high fantasy? If you were to run a campaign, what kind of setting would you make?
Okay, I do have a campaign planned. I just have to actually sit down and get everything ready for it. But my
Let's
thing,
hear it.
Go off.
it's going to be quite a roleplay and puzzle intensive game, is the thing.
Ooh.
There's not going to be a lot of fighting because it's a lot of mystery. And basically, you go to a woodland where a bunch of people have been discovered missing. You pass out, you wake up in a mansion, and you can't leave. And things are weird. The people who are there are the missing people, but they look weird. They're acting weird. They're slowly becoming like part of this caricature. And you have to figure out how to get the fuck out, because each day that passes, you become more and more like a certain caricature as well.
Wow.
I love it.
There's going to be like a bird man up in the trees collecting trinkets, thinking he's a magpie. There's going to be like teapot people who are the butlers and stuff.
Oh, like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. And then basically you have to figure out who's done this and how to get out.
That sounds good.
Or else you're stuck
That's a
forever.
very interesting take on it. About yourself, Anna.
Okay. Let me think now. Right. I've thought about this. I've thought about what kind of D&D campaign I've made, and I'm going to go a completely different route. Right. So I thought that I would make a one-shot about, it would be a stupid, funny, silly one because I can't take anything seriously, and it would be about, where I live, there is a particular, I don't know how to do this without doxing myself, but there's a particular type of food that people debate which county it comes from. Okay, bear with me.
What, England?
Oh,
In England.
Yeah, so a county is our equivalent of a state.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There's a debate over where this item of food comes
and
from
how it's pronounced.
And I was gonna make a campaign which basically sets the group of players up against rivals to be the first team to discover the source of
So
this.
based in England. That would be fucking funny.
And it would be it would just be kind of stupid. And
can everyone have
like,
pastry themed names?
Yeah, it would be like along those lines.
Characters called croissant.
Roll.
Greg's sausage roll and croissant.
Oh my god. But then I've also thought about one where I would just shrink everybody and make them try and make themselves big again.
That'd be Alice in Wonderlandy vibes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah.
What's your favourite, Cedar?
I love myself a bit of grim dark fantasy.
Like gothic.
So yes, I have a lot of gothic terrain, so I usually go pretty hard with it. I love myself a good bit of combat, and sort of what we were talking about earlier with the miniatures and everything. It helps a lot for the players to be able to visualize and see where everything is.
Yeah, you have miniatures and the whole scenery as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I'll make a lot of terrain. I've got
you don't fuck around.
I'll send it into the Discord afterwards.
Yes.
But
I want to see.
I've got this massive tower that I've built that it comes up to about my hip.
Wow.
Which the players eventually are going to come across. But no, I love myself some vampires. I love myself some biblically accurate angels. Like,
nice.
I remember.
Everything's a bit grim. Everything's a bit horrible. Not to a certain point. Like,
yeah, it's not like
obviously
traumatizingly grim. It's just gritty.
Because I've had players in the past that have had all sorts of trauma with all sorts of stuff, and I'm like, cool. If you don't want me to go into gore, I definitely won't. Like, and main thing when it comes to being a DM is very much making sure that everybody's comfortable, understanding, and having fun.
Yeah. Like your
And
campaign is partly about the story, but then also about making sure the people attending have fun.
because like I don't know, it's one of those things which like I want my players to feel cool. I want them to be able to interact with the world. Like I want them to be like, oh, what is going on with that goblin? And the goblin's like, ah, yes, adventurer, follow me down this path. This is some treasure that you might be interested. And then be like, heck yeah, I'm gonna interact with this guy.
Mm.
So
It's
yeah,
vibes.
it's being a DM isn't necessarily worrying about yourself. Like a lot of people go like, oh, a DM can just kill the party, and I'm like, yeah, but there's no fun in just
Yeah,
killing the
you don't want to
party.
just team
You
wipe.
Yeah, you just kick their dog. They get really upset,
And then they John
and then
Wick
yeah,
you.
they John Wick me.
Do you, I've noticed from my experience that you like the Curse of Strahd thing. Do you sort of have you made anything from scratch, or do you like to get like a module and then adjust it and build on it?
So quite often I would take a module and adjust it and build on it. But the current campaign that we're doing, which is a follow-up to Curse of Strahd, Curse of Camilla, is 100% me.
Wow.
So I tend to just go, right, this is how we're like when building a world, it's kind of difficult because you have to make up a whole bunch of politics and all this other stuff. Like, what does this area do? What does this area do?
Yeah,
But I find,
factions and shit.
yeah, I find it's really, really easy just to like draw up a map and be like, all right, this faction's over here, this faction's over here, and let the players go from there. Um,
There's a
and
reason my campaign's going to take place in a mansion that you can't leave.
Yeah.
yeah, it's also one of those things which is like a lot of players will you introduce a like there's a tavern on the edge of the forest. Um, as you walk along the path, you see a pond nearby and a sturdy old tree. And you try to like build this world and be like, you
Yeah.
go into the tavern, go into the tavern, and
Yeah.
some player will be like, I go into the pond, and you kind of have to like all right,
How do I
what do you
wrangle?
find within the pond? And it's like, oh, I find a ring of wishes, and I'm like, cool. So you find a rusty old ring. It doesn't have any wishes. Get in the tavern.
Sam had to do that with us because our friend was playing a tiefling that was a bit of a himbo called Coconut, and we went
Oh, yeah.
into a town, and immediately Coconut jumps into this fountain to start like picking up gold coins, and Sam's way to get us moving was just like the guards are coming.
Yeah.
We'd have to be like, ooh,
If in
scared.
doubt, send in guards.
Yeah, and then I, as my half-orc vampire, I fucked the guards, and then it didn't work. We didn't get anywhere. I still got arrested. Very sad day.
I often give like the party an NPC that is much more like focused on what
Aiding
they
them?
need to be doing or like law abiding.
Like a
So
guide almost.
yeah,
Like in video games, you get those hints, except you've got an NPC that like.
yeah, so but oh yeah, Baldur's Gate, kind of like disapproves, like that sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Oh, that's clever.
And usually that helps quite a lot. Like I don't know if you guys have read the Terry Pratchett series.
Don't get Anna
Yes,
started.
I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Hell
Carry
yeah. So I've introduced to the party a character called Angua. I think you all know who that is. And she's very like very strict and very like straightforward. And like the party have done a couple of things around her, and she's kind of just gone, "Can you fucking not?" like, and
Disapproving
that's helped
grandmama.
the party direction go quite well.
I love that. I'm gonna loop a question back round to you because I don't think you said who your favorite race and class is.
Oh,
I was just thinking on
so
that.
I have three favorite races, which
Oh.
is one tieflings because I love myself some tieflings. Warforged because I love myself some Warforged just because you can make them however you want. And then anything undead. I love myself a character that's like he's undead, but he doesn't know what he's doing, or like he's slowly forgetting himself.
Oh.
I've been communicating with one of my friends at the moment about if she is going to run a campaign, and the character that I'm going to play is a technically undead warforged
Oh wow.
known as Prometheum, who I was talking to them about how he's going to have essentially a degrading memory.
Ooh.
So he is going to forget like who made, like he wasn't made, he was originally like he's a soul of a person put into a machine.
But he
Mm.
And
forgets
so the
that.
soul,
Like a
yeah,
Cyberman.
Oh,
Doctor
yeah,
damn.
basically.
Angsty.
And so he's going to start forgetting who his like mother was, who like his wife was,
Oh,
and he has like an undead thrall next to him that is going to be one of my friend's characters. And the idea was every time that he levels up, I was going to level down.
Oh, wow.
And so I become weaker, but he becomes more powerful. And it's the slow degradation of forgetting who he is until he becomes just a machine and just starts doing things off of like programming.
damn, that's so deep.
That's deep, man.
That's so deep, and it is giving Connor from Detroit Become Human, so I like it.
You and Detroit Become Human. My goodness.
I know, I should have done my episode on that, honestly.
Maybe. Wait,
Hell
there's
yeah.
time. There is time. Another thing I want to ask: how many dice do you have, Cedar?
Oh, good question.
Ooh. So I don't have so too many dice. I've got a um probably about like a half a ice cream container and for a bit of scale. But I do know the classic dice goblins and dice dragons.
I think
Like
Dandy's a bit of a dice goblin.
yeah. Um I got one of my roommates who has like 2 tubs full of them,
My God.
and she's always getting more. But that's kind of her thing. She loves her clickety clackety math rocks.
Click
So
clack. I think
Math Rocks is so funny.
that is funny. I think I had the ones that I used for Corvid, and I think Mum got me a little resin set this year for fun. But I got some the first time I went to Australia from Brisbane. I got this beautiful dice set that has like actual dried flowers in it. I'm like, I'll never need another dice set again. This is my ride or die. Anything happens to this dice set, I'm gonna.
Ride or die, very clever.
Yeah.
Very
And
clever.
I will never. This is my life. I will never care for another dice again. I've put them in a beautiful wooden box that has sakura flowers carved into it because the flowers inside of the dice are pink. I'm like, I don't need anything else. These will die. I will bury with these. I'll cremate with these, rather. We're not going to be able to afford burials in the future, guys.
Let's not go there. I only have, I think, 2 sets of dice.
pretty cool.
I think I've got like brown ones that look like wood, and then I've got some blue ones that someone got me from like one of those mystery dice boxes that you can
Ah,
we both got one, and the dice I opened up were like pink and sparkly, and I was like, ah, fuck that shit. And then the ones that they opened were the ones I have now, so we
you
did
got
a
like
little swap.
trades,
Yeah.
swapsies.
I have a dice tower as well. I have like a wood like it's like what is it called? Like, you know, when you burn in a design onto wood and you have
Yeah,
that charred effect, it's a dice tower that looks like a kind of steampunk machine, but it's all like wood and burnt in. It's quite cool.
that does sound quite cool.
Yeah.
A little
Like
dice
sass
tower of
topping
my
your-
own. That's like a church, which I quite like, but I don't use it very often because I'm one of those people who just doesn't like dice towers.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it looks really nice, but it does make a
Does it
hell
get
of a racket.
used?
Yeah.
I just like dice in general. They are quite collectible, cutesy little things. Ah,
Hmm.
another thing about D&D. What did we think about the movie, the D&D movie that came out a few years ago?
I remember liking it, but I watched it once and never again.
So I watched it, and being a DM, I keep bringing it up like I'm a vegan. I'm a vegan. Being a DM, I sort of
Hey, Anna's a vegan. You've just committed a cardinal sin.
oh
Whoa! Are you also vegan?
No.
no.
Ah, damn, my little vegan.
I love
I'm
putting some
sorry,
in my mouth.
Anna. If my iron wasn't so shit, I'd consider it, but it ain't gonna happen.
No, it's fine. Okay.
Nah, I gobble down meat. Um,
Yeah, you do.
Oi, 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 oi. Woo,
woo. No, I watched it and I was like, there's a lot of things I like about it, and it's very classic D&D adventure. Like they took a couple of liberties, but it's sort of the look, it's that thing from Thing, and
Yeah.
like it's it's a lot of fun. Like it generally did sort of internalize what D&D is supposed to be. Did they mess up Druid? Yes, but that could
Mm.
also be put down to like the DM wanted to be cool and let the player turn into an owlbear. Did they maybe use too many spells even though they are assumingly around like a particular level? Yes, maybe. But like some of it very,
Creative
very good. Like
liberties.
yeah. There's like the bridge collapsing scene, which is 100% something that I've had to deal with. Like I've described a corridor. There's like, oh, seems to be like hinged tiles at the bottom of the floor that you can see. There's odd snake patterns, and then one player just goes, "I fly across," and I go, "Fuck! I totally forgot that they can fly." Um, there's a beholder at the end of the corridor. Fuck you.
Get cooked. I thought it was fun. I
Yeah,
thought
cool.
if you don't take it too seriously, it's a fun little film.
It is a
Hmm.
fun little film, yeah.
I did wish
And
the tiefling was redder.
yeah, I didn't mind that because tieflings can look reasonably human-like. They can
Yeah. I just thought it'd be more
take
fun.
on any sort of appearance of any of the Lords of the Nine Hells. So
Hmm. I just thought it'd
you
be
could
more
you could just
fun.
have a tiefling that's constantly on fire if you wished.
Yeah. Also, the paladin dude was hot, but
Yeah.
he was hot in
Also,
Bridgerton.
Wait, hang on. Hang on.
Yeah. What's his
Who are we
name?
talking about
What's his
here?
name? He's got a French name, hasn't he?
Wait, hold. No, you're not talking.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes,
Yeah.
him.
Him. What's his
Yeah.
fucking name? It's An. What's his fucking
Um,
name?
it's Regé,
That's it.
Regé
Regé.
or Regé Jean Page.
Jean. Regé Jean. Why do I think it was Ante something?
I genuinely can't remember most of this film now that I'm actually looking at who was in it. I'm like, huh? What?
Oh, what? And the dude,
Who?
the other the little wizard dude, I'm pretty sure he was in the game The Quarry, which I played because I clocked him and I did like that Leonardo DiCaprio thing where it's like I was like you're from The Quarry.
I'm also gonna talk about the bold red wizard baddie that is the
Oh,
baddie of the film.
Sophia,
Any day, any day.
The red.
Sophina.
Hang on, hold that thought.
Safina, I think it is.
I'm frantically on Google Images trying to work out what you're on about.
The memories are coming back to Anna with each picture
Did you
she
say
says.
what did you say they look like? Red bold.
The bold woman,
Sophina.
the main villain.
Bold woman D&D movie.
She's a red wizard, isn't she, or something?
Yeah, she's the red wizard.
Oh,
she's freaky.
Okay, she does go a bit downhill. She does look a bit better earlier on in the film.
She is freaky.
I still would.
It's
Speaking
funny.
of villains, I've got another question for both of you.
All right, let's hear it.
All right. If you were to create a villain for a campaign, what would their backstory be?
Now, shall I go first, Teddy, or you?
Well, I would say, but then like it will spoil who's the villain in the campaign I'm planning.
Doesn't have to be for your campaign.
I
It can
know,
be
but
like
like
a
that,
villain.
him being that vibe is the vibe I want to go for. But it would be like not an obvious villain. Kind of like how in Disney, because I watched Zootopia 2 the other day, and they did the thing again where it's like the character who seems nice and unassuming and harmless is actually a bad guy. I'd probably do something like that, where they seem charming and nice and put together, and then it's like, oh no, they're actually really evil.
Is Zootopia the film with the hot wolf, or is that Penguins in Madagascar? I think it might be Penguins in
You're
Madagascar.
thinking of Penguins in Madagascar. The Zootopia is the one with the hot fox.
I don't think I've seen the hot fox one.
You haven't seen the hot fox? Oh, Nick Wilde. The thing
I don't think so, but I do know that that's like. Isn't that like the highest grossing film this year or something?
The Shoplifter too, probably.
Yeah.
I feel like I should have done a segment of this, which should have been like villains smash or pass for D&D, but
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
we won't do that. We have to do a new episode for that.
Maybe. I mean, the thing about me is I'm aesthetically like, yeah, smash. Like my that cake where you like put questionable things in has like Madam Racket
Oh my
from
god, your smash or pass cake is. Let's talk about this, okay? Because Cedar needs to know about
No.
it, right? So, who is
Cedar
that
already knows.
fucking Madam Gasket
Yeah, Madam
looking
Gasket.
thing?
Oh my
from...
god.
That is the most batshit one that you've.
She's
It's
got a
not
hot
right.
voice, and she's
She's
like,
voiced by Jim Broadbent,
she's a-
who's in Paddington.
You're gonna
she's a
get
dumb
tetanus.
mummy.
You're gonna get tetanus.
I'll get my
You're gonna get
vaccines.
tetanus. Oh, you're so
I'll get
right.
my vaccines, mummy girl.
I can't believe you made me watch that film. Meanwhile, you're just sat in the corner going, yeah, okay, yeah, hey, mummy. I'm
hey,
like,
mummy.
what's going on?
But no, there's quite a few like D&D characters that I would stick. Like the mushroom people, the mycelids. I went down into the caves in Baldur's Gate. I went down to the Underdark, and I was like, "What? Hello, mushrooms!
Some
You
of them,
can
some of them
spore
are
me
shredded.
up."
Some of
They
them
are shredded.
I
Very
don't think we
sad
should
that
put
they weren't romanceable.
Obscure D&D one, Tash from Tash's Cauldron of Everything. Could get it any day.
I have heard about Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
I heard about Tasha's acid spray or whatever it is.
What, the spell?
Yeah, Tasha's acid spray, Tasha's hideous laugh.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on, that girl.
She's doing a lot.
Anyway, sorry, we'll loop it back to making a villain for your campaign, because we're not going to go down a smash or pass.
Yes.
Oh, I really think we should though. But
Maybe we'll do a smash or pass special where we get a cake and we're
I
all
would
out of
be down for
frame and
that.
we all
I'll be down
stick
for
things into a cake.
It's gonna be so
yeah.
exposing and so cursed though. Like
I mean, the things that are on my smash or pass cake, I will say, are
yours are gonna outdo mine by a mile.
Madam Gasket's on there, an Enderman is on there.
The way that you said gasket.
Yeah, because she's gonna blow my gasket.
Gasket. Oh, I love it.
I told you I say things weird. Yeah, what villain would you have?
Poop. Oh, right. Okay. I don't know what villain I would have, but in the campaign we recently played called Call of the Netherdeep, my character had a rival throughout the whole campaign, which I guess is like their own specific villain. And so my character was a angsty teenage goth boy, and his rival, his villain, was an angsty teenage goth girl who is his sister.
Oh damn!
And the backstory there was just about like family trauma and all that jazz.
You like a traumatized. You like a Loki.
I like it when men suffer.
Oh, okay.
In this,
Better watch out, Cena.
In this instance, my little goth boy was going through it as a result of his sister, and it was good angst, I thought.
I do love myself like a rival person. So Dandy's character through one of my campaigns, because I constantly play with them, did a character known as Cassidy, who was like a mouse folk gunslinger.
Yeah.
And generally was like a very like good person, had like the classic like Western voice going on. And so they were very much the apprentice of Esmeralda. And so I made a character called Dr. Elizabeth Ripley, who was the rival to Cassidy's character. So it was sort of like the two of the same character, but one is like much more manipulative, much more evil, and the other one is like much more of a good person.
You had an Ash Ketchum, Gary Oak rivalry going on.
Yeah, sort of like Ripley she was like very much human, based off Ripley from Alien. And yeah, she like did some pretty dark stuff. She even killed one of the players' like love interests right in front of them
Wow.
because she could.
Yikes!
So
I bet that
I
person would end up on Teddy's Hear Me Out cake.
Probably. Didn't Dandy also play like a frog character that like taught someone else how to summon dinosaurs
Yeah.
or something and really
So
miffed you off?
in Curse of Strahd, we had Dandy's first character disappear, and a new character turn up known as Flubs, who was a frog like species. I can't remember exactly what they're called at the moment. But they were a druid, and because they came from like basically a prehistoric area, they knew how to turn into dinosaurs. And so there was a moment where they're like, 25 dinosaurs appear, and I've gone, I'm sorry, what? As they were trying to siege a winery that had been taken over.
Triceratops stampede.
Yeah.
Exactly.
By the way, guys, I found my hear me out cake notes.
Okay, we're not going into those now.
I forgot the things I put in here. I'll put it in the Discord after we finish this. Oh my god, I forgot how bad this was.
But yeah, I do love a rival to like someone's, like, not necessarily they are the big bad, but like
They
the
create that
classic,
tension.
yeah, F you in particular. I don't like you.
Yeah.
So
Personal beef, especially when it's enemies to lovers. That adds a whole new fun bit.
yeah.
Mm.
I might be having that in the current campaign for
Ooh.
one of my friends.
That'll be fun.
Ooh.
I feel like villains are so. I prefer like writing complicated characters because I do a bit of writing. I prefer writing complicated characters than basic bitch characters, and I also prefer when I do like dabble in fanfic. I like to take characters that seem very one-dimensional and like open them up and explore them a little bit. And I feel like with villains, you can do that so much easier. And like D&D is such a creative setting that it gives you so many ample opportunities to really like flesh your characters out. But that's the
I
issue.
generally love to make a villain that doesn't know they're a villain.
Yeah, they think they're doing the right thing.
Mm.
I do like that vibe as well.
Like, to be fair, I've also done, like, for example, Curse of Strahd. Strahd is just like an old man incel. He doesn't like he doesn't get the hint. He's just pure bad or
He's just
pure evil.
crusty.
Yeah, he's just crusty, old, creepy, and like sometimes that works really well.
I was gonna make
but,
a really
like,
mean joke, but I'm not going to.
But like sometimes just having a character that thinks they're doing the right thing, or doesn't know they're the villain, or is like willing to work with the party even though it might not align entirely with their goals. Like, for example, the like Ripley character that I made for Dandy's rival did actually end up fighting on the same side in the final session, but fled because she just knew she wasn't going to be able to win. And so there's always that slight thing of like, is she going to pop up again?
Cowardliness. Yeah.
Mm.
I do like also when a character's evil, but they're evil because they've been manipulated and they realize they've been manipulated, and then they kind of feel like they're not loyal to the big bad anymore, but also they feel like they've done too much and gone too far and been too bad, that they can't just turn around to the other side and start, being good.
Kind of like Astarion a little bit.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he had to do bad things because he was a thrall. I mean, he wasn't great before becoming a vampire because he was like not like a senator, but like he did court stuff and he was like kind of racist. So he kind of deserved what he got, but then not really, because becoming a vampire and learning some hardships was good for him, but then all of the stuff he's implied and specifically said to have endured is like, man, no. But it makes him such like, so many people hate Astarion, and I feel like unless you have experience with certain parts of his past, he will just come across as an asshole because you're like, he's being a prick. But if you've got the experience to understand the hurt that he's coming from, you're like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
man. I think you're better off as friends than romancing him. Actually, like I would initially did like sleep with him, and then I kind of realized how damaged he was, and I was like, this man just needs a friend who's actually in his corner.
Exactly.
I think we should round out this D&D chat by promoting Halcyon as the one and true best
Best
shaggable character in
He's great.
EP8.
I do prefer Minthara because I feel like Halcyon there's not a lot to his character in my opinion. He's kind of one dimensional.
That's okay. That's okay.
You're just
you know?
thinking he's got big titties and that's all you need.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I can't defend myself. It's true.
See, I like Minthara
Right.
because she's again like a villain, but you can sort of get her to be more good leaning. But she's still a bitch, which is great. And she's mean to Gale. You'll love her, Anna. She's mean to Gale all the time.
True, I think I just killed her off immediately.
Yeah, she is kind of difficult for you to get on your team while you're trying to do a good run.
I think I actually killed her off by chucking her off a cliff, and then the hot guy that I live with was like, "Why did you do that? What about the loot?" And I was like, "What?"
Oh yeah,
loot?"
she wears really good armor and camp clothes.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just launched the bitch off the cliff.
I spent ages collecting every fire and oil barrel I could, and plonked them all
Nice.
down and just lit that
See,
shit up.
I just knocked her out and took a shit.
Yeah, if you knock her out,
Okay.
then she appears in the next arc, and you can like free her, and she comes and joins you. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll romance Mathara and Karlak and see which one wins me over more next time.
Didn't even give
Hell
her a
yeah.
Well,
You're
the one get away, you know.
do you like Halcyon because he's all nature-esque? Or do you like him because he's big and berry?
Why not both?
Both.
Yeah,
both is good.
Come on now, both.
He's got the lumberjack vibes. He's like out in nature, but he's also big and strong.
Like
Yup.
environmentally friendly lumberjack vibes.
I mean, come on, it's made for me.
That is your kind of thing, which is very funny because you're dating a man who definitely I wouldn't say fits the lumberjack plaid wearing categories.
Still hot though.
Yeah,
Hot housemate.
with his Lego obsession.
You can dream.
Discussed. Okay, we've had our main event of yapping, and we can move on to where we judge a hyperfixation based on its accessibility, affordability, entertainment value, and personal influence. Obviously, because we've had a longer session, we've already talked about a lot of things, but we can get more specific into them. Accessibility wise, I think it's like you said, Cedar, with the film and Stranger Things and stuff. More people know about it now. It's less of a niche thing to do.
I would say like D&D is interesting because technically all you really need is like maybe one of the books to sit down, give it a read through, sit down with some friends with pen and paper. But you can also just like take it to different levels. You can take it to like critical role levels where you make like massive boards and everything like that. And I know I have, but it's you really just need mates. You need some time. You need to sit down around the table and just pretend like it's group pretend with someone at the end of the table going, no, pretend better. So
Yeah.
I generally see it as like it's pretty accessible.
There's
You
loads of
can
it
do
online as well, isn't it? Like Roll20 and
There's
D20
like
and all
tons
that.
of like free access stuff. You don't
Home
necessarily
brews.
have to be D&D. You can do like multiple different free modules. Great one to any DMs that are listening. Mothership, which is a sci-fi based around like Alien, which is really good.
Root.
Blades in the Dark, all
Go back to
sorts.
Root. I mean, that's the thing. You don't have to just play D&D either. You can like, oh, I've dropped my lip balm. You can like watch like Critical Role has seasons of like not only their campaign but like animated seasons.
Mm.
So,
My
like,
favorite podcast, D&D podcast, is called The Adventure Zone, with the McElroy brothers. And
you
it
like them
absolutely
brothers.
slaps. It slaps so hard. I've been listening to them for like 10 years now. 10 years I've been listening to them.
So there is like different levels of how hard you want to go, but like it's not a hard thing to get into.
Exactly. Like all you really need is just some friends and imagination.
So basically,
The same goes
so long as you're
for
not lonely.
Yeah.
Affordability, again, I feel like that ranges with how hard you want to go, how much you want to get into it.
Yeah, like
The
affordability has always been
the
a
books
bit of a
can be
difficult one
expensive
for
though.
me. Because like the books, I think like $40 and stuff over here in Australia. Um,
I mean, the
like
new
they
set for
are,
like it's not 5.5e or whatever, but it kind of is because they've changed things. To get the whole set was
mm,
like more than 100 quid.
yeah,
It was
and
like,
like,
oof.
and to be completely honest, I'm still rocking 5e. I'm not rocking 5e.5 or whatever the fuck it is. It's just like I was like, cool, I've got the books, I know what I'm doing. I've got like access to D&D Beyond and that sort of stuff, and I just went, nah, we're not paying extra for stuff that is basically the same game.
Just tweaked,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
That's the thing though. There's the 5e module, and then some people still play with like the older modules as well.
Yeah, there's like
Was it 3?
classic D&D, there's 3.5, there's all sorts.
So again, like there's a lot. You can go as hard as little as you want. Spend a lot more money if you're collecting little figurines and building little things, but that's your choice to do. You don't have to do that.
Exactly.
As long as you've got a printer or your phone to have your little character sheet on, keep track of things.
Yeah, I've
Entertainment
seen a lot of
value.
players just do pen and paper. I've seen a lot of players just
Yeah.
do it like on their phone, bring their laptop, bring their tablet. Having a 3D printer always helps because you can always print off stuff. Yeah, it's really how hard do you want to go and do you want to dive straight into it? So,
Yeah. Personal preference. Entertainment value, obviously we all think it's very entertaining.
High, very high.
Very, very high.
yeah,
I don't think there's any
I
disputing
think
that.
yeah, like
Maybe for people,
it's
because some people can't picture things in their minds, can they? Like when you say picture an apple, some people can't actually picture an apple. So maybe it is kind of geared to more creative people who can be more imaginative with things.
yes and no, because I actually have a friend who plays with me in my home game that has Fantasia.
Ah,
And so something that I generally was talking to my DM when I was being a player is introducing the terrain elements, especially when it comes to combat, because they don't need to picture how close or how far away things are. They can see it. It's just in front of them.
makes it
So that
easier
that helps a lot with them, but I do find that they ask a lot more questions.
to get a better feel. So it can make things a little bit more difficult, but not too much.
Exactly.
But I think most people can find it entertaining, unless you're just, some people just don't have the. It's like some people like to sit there and read a book, and some people don't really. That's a personal thing, but I think for what it is, if you engage with it, it's very entertaining. And then personal influence. Do we think that D&D has had a good effect on our lives, or are we all miserable now?
I
I
think
think
good.
it's I think
Good.
it's been good for me. Like I've always been a bit of a storyteller, and being highly dyslexic, writing and reading was never really my thing. So being
Mm,
able to express like the fantasy world
it's an
within my
outlet.
head, yeah, just being able to talk has always been really good.
I mean, you're also really good with like doing the voices and everything. I think you should get into voice acting because you're like super good at it. You have a super good tone of voice. So is that also like an outlet for you to be creative in more ways than just the creative role playing thing and get to have fun with your friends and kiki with your friends? Let's loop back around to a kiki. Is D&D just a big kiki session?
Um, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like I do try to do different voices. You had the goblin voice before. Like I try to do a higher voice for female characters or maybe elven characters, or like a deeper voice for more masculine or strong suited characters. But you don't necessarily have to be
No.
like Matt Mercer or Brendan Lee Mulligan to be able to do that sort of stuff. Like you just put on a silly voice for a goblin,
And
like
have fun.
yeah, hello, and then you're good.
I got to do a silly voice for a Dragonborn when I was playing Baldur's Gate with Sam, but like the way I did it fucked my throat up, so I could only do it for 30 minutes. But it was like really scratchy. I was like, "And I put the bodies in the fire," and I could only do it for so long before I was like, I can't do this anymore. So it's a real strength. You have to really train your voice, I think, to be able to pull off keeping that up for as long as sessions are. But yeah, I'd say it's a positive influence. Kept me busy during COVID. I definitely became closer to like Sam, especially our DM Sam. I didn't know him very well before then, and now we're like really good mates, best mates. So I think it's been very good. Usually at the end of these analysts, we ruminate on whether it appeals to us, and we'll do it and report back. Obviously, we're
gonna do it.
We've already done it. We will continue to do it. I will get around to doing my mystery campaign at some point. Maybe I'll do one for here in the UK, and then when next I go over to Oz, sit down and do it with you, Cedar, and the others.
I was gonna say, you two are more than welcome at my table if you come over here, or if I ever go over there. I'm more than happy to DM a session for you guys.
Ooh, I mean, you're obviously welcome over here, especially if I manage to get Dandy to come and stay here for a few years.
Exactly.
I'm trying to lasso them in, but and then I think we can start moving on to the outro. And so for our outros, we are a 2-person show, except we do have a jingle now. Do we have a jingle, Anna? Are we adding the jingle to this one?
Yes, we have a jingle. You will have heard it at the start. You will hear it shortly now. It was done by my very good friend Jordan Parker. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan.
He's a very great guy and he's really talented and we love him very much. So thank you, Jordan. And yeah, so normally we take credit. So I'm going to give him credit for that one today. And basically, Cedar, what we do is we take credit for something that we're proud of that we've done in the week. So that's how we round out the show kind of thing. I've realised I've put you on the spot there. So me and Teddy will go first.
Yeah, put me on the spot instead. To be fair, I've got an easy one because I launched my VTubing YouTube channel and everything. I've got videos coming up now, so huzzah!
Yes, you do. Do you want to share what it's called and where they can find it?
It's Pedestal Art on YouTube, and at the moment I'm doing Sims stuff. Sims is easy. I was thinking of doing some horror games as well. Thought that would be fun.
Let's do Amnesia.
Speed paints are... Oh, yeah. I should touch back on the Dark Descent. Doing speed paints and art stuff, maybe some commentary, maybe some covers, maybe some tarot readings. Who knows? I'm versatile in all ways.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. I will take credit for being the first subscriber and commenter for Pedestal Art on YouTube. Thank you very much.
Thank you. What about you, Cedar? What have you done this week that you're proud of?
For my car, as it has been falling apart a little bit, and so I've got back to being roadworthy.
Yay!
Bit of messing about with that. And I'm pretty proud of myself because I've finished about, I think, 102 miniatures for my D&D campaigns.
That's crazy.
Ranging from farmers to random little monsters to just some boring little shrines. So
how long did that take you?
I usually paint for a good couple hours every time I get home from work. So I work 8-hour days and then I come home and I sit and my brain goes through like the creative juices of trying to make stuff. Usually terrain will take me about a week. So big buildings and stuff like that takes me a long time. Stuff like trees. But miniatures tends to be like a process of assemble what I want, usually doing a bit of kit bashing, spray paint them outside, give them about a couple of hours to dry, take them back inside and get some paint on them. So it's good stuff.
Wow.
That's
very
impressive.
Therapeutic.
Have you painted the ones Dandy brought back for you yet?
Yes, all but the beholder that they've given me.
Aww. I know they're painting their little fairy creature. I don't know what it is.
Oh, the moth person.
Yes, that little moth person. They've shown me some pictures of that.
I do painting sessions with Dandy, and yeah, if you guys were ever to be down in Australia, I'm more than happy.
I definitely want to drag Anna over because Anna loves nature. Anna loves doing all that kind of stuff, and I feel like Australia is such a unique. I only just learned that echidnas lay eggs. Like Australia is such a unique environment compared to the rest of the world, and especially like compared to fucking Britain. It's really boring here. Like I love being over in Australia. It's so beautiful. I think you need to go there with me one time, Anna.
Grown up in like the hills and nature quite a lot, so there's plenty of places that I'd be happy to show you guys.
Cedar, the tour guide.
Exactly. Follow
That'll
me,
be
adventurer,
fun.
down this path.
Yeah, you can LARP into the hills. Okay, I think that's everything we've taken credit for today, so I'm gonna close us out. Thank you so much for listening. That's all we have for today, but it is far from all we have to say. Who knows, next time maybe we'll talk about your hyperfixation. Tune in to find out. Bye!
Bye.